So these two are NO and NC. Okay, mine are blue and purple. NO means normally open. That means there's no connection between a wire going in and going out until I hit the e-stop, and now they're connected, right? The NC means normally connected. So it's connected right now, right? It's the wire is going to go through here and come out here until I hit this, and now there's a disconnect. That's what we're going to use for connecting our CO2 power supply and our stepper driver power supply. That way when we hit it, even though it's normally connected, when we hit this, now it's open and it's no longer connected. Power is no longer going to those power supplies, and we can move things around. Okay, so this is going to be a little tight here. Okay, it's going to be a little tough to show, but there's a screw terminal in there on each side. Okay, so first thing we have to do is loosen that up a little bit so we can fit our fork in. Okay, so then your wire, which you measured very carefully, that attaches to the frame, right? Attaches to the frame here, comes up, and then comes into the power supply, and has a little extra room, right? That way we can mount it. So once that fork's in there, then you tighten that screw up. Okay, and then you tug on it, right? Make sure it's good and in there. It should not tug out. All right, I'm pulling the whole power supply or the whole laser as I'm tugging on this. So we're good there. Okay, so out of here, out of the purple one, it goes down to the CO2 power supply, and it goes to our stepper driver power supply. So we're gonna run those here also. So I've got ones, already figured out the length. These forks can go together here, right? Don't put them together like this or they're gonna bend out. Put them together bottom to bottom, right? Like that. That way they can actually sit in there and smush correctly. So again, I'm gonna loosen this up here. Okay. Stick my forks in. There we go. And start tightening it up. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm tugging on it one at a time. They're both in there. Cool. Okay, we don't have the power supply in here yet, but I know where it's going to be. So this wire will eventually, they'll both travel across here. And then this one will go down to the CO2 power supply. Right? There's lots of extra room for it because it's easier to chop it than it is to extend it. This one's going to come around here and go to the 36 volt power supply. Do not go over this, right? Because the lid will squish it. Come underneath it. And I'm going to plug this into where it says L. Okay, it says L on here, scratched into this thing. It's kind of tough to see. But it does say L, I promise you. Yeah, put that fork in there. And tighten this up. All right, we got a little bit of wires here. Thanks for watching.